Hello, this is Wicked Sync back with some more chess.com. We can do our weekly game, um, 1510. See how things go. Um, all right, looks like I got the white pieces. Queen's pawn opening. All right. Sure. Okay. Now I have the choice between C3 and C4. Um, I'm going to go ahead and go C4. All right, so he's going to do an Indian setup. Well, uh, now do I want to just storm the queen side? Maybe so. Um, that could be interesting. Let's go. Let's give that a go. Um, I have to be careful about my rook. So, um, yeah, let's just go ahead. All right. Sure. All right. Uh, all right. All right. All right. All right. Hmm. Yeah, I should have developed that King's Knight earlier. Let's see. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and take it. I don't have a choice. And to not try to hold on to it. Okay. Whoa, that was not expected. Wait. What? I don't get that at all. It makes no sense. What was that? Um, uh, yeah, yeah, what was that? Um, all right, I'm just going to consolidate my advantage. Make sure my knights cover each other. And yeah, that doesn't get them anything. All right, let's go ahead and castle, connect the rooks, and um, I'm going to go here. I realize I'm leaving a couple pieces hanging, but they can't be easily attacked. Um, yeah, I don't know what that gets you. Got to go somewhere. That was weird. I mean, he played the opening so well, and then he just threw a knight away for he like uh, I don't get it. Um, yeah, that's fine. Uh, bust up his pawns, and um, he he can't. You know, trades only help me. So this bishop's got nothing. Um, well, um, Doubling the rooks can't be bad, right? Um, yeah, I don't see what that gets you either. Um, Actually, it's fine if I do this because if he brings a rook onto it, then I just capture his pawn, and we're good. So if he brings either rook to d8, and I do bishop takes pawn. Yeah, and I still control the open file. All right. Yeah, it's not going to get you anything. I will make lift for my king, so I'm in no hurry. All right. Yeah, that can't be good. Um, sure. Uh, yeah, we'll take first. My bishop is covering it from queening, so yeah. Um, sure. Yeah, I mean that's going anywhere. That doesn't get you anything either. Well, Yeah, let's just end that now. All right. Now the thing I have to be careful about is not to stalemate. Right? Let's see. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about here. Mate in two, no matter what he does. I'm not going to stalemate you, pal. No, it's not mate in two, no matter what he does. All right. All right, game review. Okay. Tell me all my misses. All right. Sorry, Hikaru. Look at that. Two misses. Like, yeah, you had really great moves. Things turned your way after a smart capture. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a doofus play.
Free piece? Yeah, good job grabbing that.
Good job grabbing that. Okay, so let's see. Skills plus eight. Okay, 91.7. Okay, better. Let's let's see this. 23 best. Okay, excellent. All right, so one mistake and one miss. Um, no blunders. 2150. No, I didn't play like a 2150, but I did have an exclam. Or no, I guess that's just my middle game accuracy was high. But
Okay,
all right,
D4, it's a classic for sure, and so many good openings start that way.
All right. It's
Your opponent
book,
wants
book,
accelerated London. You're
book.
getting that B. Your opponent's developing, solidifying that London system setup, getting that bishop ready to rumble. Good stuff. They brought their knight out. Now they have some center control. All right. Striking at the center with a pawn. Good stuff.
All right.
They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. Developing the knight and fighting for the center. Your opponent fianchettoed their B. A great, not bad, but I'd play something different.
All right. So
Your
what?
opponent fianchettoed their B. A great way to control the sauce on the long diagonal.
See what best is.
It's a simple trade by your opponent.
Oh,
They
no.
exchange the pieces.
Okay. We'll resume.
Your opponent fianchettoed their B. A great way to control the sauce on the long
right.
Not bad, but I'd play something different.
Okay. So now I click what's best. Okay. I'm thinking bringing my king knight out. I should have done it earlier, but to prevent his e5 break. But all right.
Not
so
bad,
we'll
but I'd play
resume.
something different.
All right, next
Kingside
move.
castle by your opponent. Getting
Yeah,
your
I
king
just wanted to do
safety
something
makes sense.
different than the traditional. So it's just like, well, just let me go kamikaze on the queen side and see what happens.
This move isn't great. Not seeing the upside.
It's like, yeah, he still wants me to prevent his bishop from coming here, or the knight. Okay, so they didn't like that, but I mean that was a human move. It was just like, well, let me go ham, and
Oh, wow, they blundered, giving you a chance to win their pawn. You recaptured the pawn. Good. Your opponent struck at the center. They're fighting you for space, are they?
yep.
Free pawn. Nice.
That was well, not really free pawn, but
Their better move was to reveal an attack on the pawn. You get a
right.
chance to
I mean, he
recapture
was
and
going to
activate
get
a
his
rook at the
pawn
same
back
time.
with that knight move and free up his bishop. So yeah.
A solid recapture by white, bringing in. Your opponent left their knight
See,
hanging.
that's
What's
what
up with
I
that, like, free
expected.
piece?
Was this one that Hikaru was recommending? I thought that was the whole point of doing his pawn break, is that, yeah, I capture the pawn, but then he gets it back by going from one attacker to three, with a single move. Yeah, that was like, look at the jump in evaluation. It's a 4.5. Like, what's that?
Free knight.
Free knight. Yeah, it's like,
Wait, did they just move their knight and escape the attack? Okay.
all right. But again, they put it on the wrong one. It should have been on G4. It makes no sense. This is when it's like, if you capture my bishop, it only strengthens my position. So, yeah. See, I was thinking this knight is hanging, and when he did his break, I saw that this is the weakness, that through some kind of combo he would get this knight on c3. So I believe what I did was, since I was up, I wanted to solidify my position by connecting the knights.
Getting ready to
Yeah, that's
castle
what I
kingside.
did.
Standard.
Right. Okay.
Fair trade. Your opponent exchanged pieces of equal value. Cool.
Right. And so this allows me to save my pawn by recapturing with the pawn, which I did not expect.
Recapturing the
also.
knight. Got to do it.
So I'm 4.5 up, which is basically a piece and a half up. So, I mean, this basically is a one game since he doesn't have any compensation, I just have to not throw it away. Um,
Their rooks are connected, which means they're working together. I like that. Castling on the same side as your opponent. Good strategy. I like their choice.
I like their choice.
That knight is controlling more squares now. Good stuff.
Right. And, the idea was that, you know, trades are good for me, but also if he moved out somewhere, if he goes to E6, then I can trade it there, although that would hang my F pawn, but um and I'd probably have to retreat the knight and then play G3. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I could draw arrows for that, but I think you guys got it. All right, let's go.
Oh, wow. They blundered, giving you a chance to win their bishop.
Yeah, yeah. So I was there like, this makes no sense. So um
You got the rook out of danger. Good job.
right, you know,
Your opponent's getting their bishop to a safe square. Not bad. Simplifying the position by trading pieces. Good strategy.
right, yeah.
They made a clear recapture. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Doubled rooks on an open file.
Double
Standard.
rooks. Yeah. What's the evaluation now? Almost 6. Yeah, it's just getting bigger.
Your opponent kicked your bishop with a pawn. Okay, gotta move it or lose it. Gotta keep your bishop safe. Good move. Your opponent mobilized everything. Watch out, watch out. It could get spicy.
Watch out.
Free pawn, nice snag.
Okay, yeah, and that's still 5 point. So 5.9 was considering that pawn was lost. It was based on the fact that he has no way to protect it. So
They are right on target, yeah. You recaptured the rook. Good job. Your opponent is piling more pressure onto the pawn, adding an attacker. Okay, that's making it tough. King needs some breathing room. Good move creating luft.
yeah, both creating luft and doing connect 4. So yeah, who is it? Is Eric Rosen talks about connect 4. All right.
Passed pawn push. Your opponent's passed pawn is dangerous. Gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Excellent move. Definitely the right choice.
Yeah.
Your opponent is making a pawn chain to create a solid structure. Trading pieces. Okay. Your opponent recap. You got the knight out of danger. Good job.
Right. And I have potential checks on E7 or F6 as well as potentially capturing the pawn. So one of the things I thought he might play was a bishop F8, and then after I move my rook, which I would just go ahead and capture the one pawn, then he has his pawn covered, and a lot of shenanigans. His bishop suddenly has scope. Um, but anyway,
Your opponent defended their passed pawn. Is defended is defended.
right. And I saw that basically I could oppose his rook, and even if we traded off the A pawn for the B pawn, then you know I have such a huge advantage on the king side that whatever. So um,
Free pawn.
yeah,
Okay, nice.
yeah, that was best. Hikaru agrees.
Uh-oh, your opponent is pushing that passed pawn. It's getting that rook behind the pawn is going to make it hard to promote.
It is.
They messed up, and now you can win their bishop. What was that?
Now I can win their bishop. What's that? I don't know.
Yeah, you recaptured the rook.
Yeah, I think that was just a text. It's like mistake. All right.
Passed pawn push? Pushing that passed pawn. Good endgame technique. Oh, wow, they blundered, giving you a chance to win their bishop.
Yeah, he's trying to get to my bishop to prevent, to somehow queen his pawn because that's the only chance he had. But
You're getting close. Your opponent challenged the center with that pawn push, changing the structure. Got it.
and then I
Still
just
going for that
said,
checkmate. Let's
back
go.
with these captures, I'm just going to um like create another passer. So plus this king has no good way forward. So
They defended their hanging pawn? Nice, nice. Okay, still on the path to checkmate.
right now I could have just messed it and tried to gone for checkmate, but it's just like, okay, the game is won and I'm just there like, just let me scoop up the pawn. My idea was this: hem in his king some, but give him room to wiggle, and then bring the other pawn up rather than trying to coordinate three pieces checkmate, you know. So
They dropped the defense on their pawn, just free real estate.
right. And
On the path to checkmate.
yeah,
They are right on target.
I probably should have I could have captured this one. He moves this pawn, and then okay, so that would have been a mate in one. Okay, so we would have had, let's see, oh, it's right thing. Okay, we would have had this, uh, this, this, check, and mate. Yeah. So, so I had mate in two, but I dragged it out. So, okay. Um, oops. Well, whatever. Um,
Still going for the checkmate. Okay.
let's see if
One step closer to checkmate.
oh, he pushes his pawn and then the queen goes here. Okay. So he pushes the pawn and then I go um wait a sec, it's right click. Mate. Like that. Okay, resume.
Still going for the checkmate.
So I had
Okay.
multiple checkmates. All right, next move.
What a move from your opponent.
What a move. Okay.
You're still on that checkmate attack. Nice.
All right.
Your opponent moves the pawn to escape. They're avoiding the loss. Yup.
And I had a mate in two here because I could go here, here, and here. And that would have been mate. Okay. So I had a bunch of mate in twos. So, all right. Recent, or, yeah, just next.
Oh no, you left your bishop undefended. Gonna lose material. You missed a quicker checkmate, but you're still winning, okay?
Yeah.
Your opponent took your free bishop. I mean, you left it hanging. Still heading
Yeah,
towards
I
checkmate.
was just
Solid.
there like I want to clear the board and I don't want any stalemates.
They
So
are right on target, yeah. You're getting closer to that. They found a top move in this position. You're getting closer to that checkmate. Nice. They played one of the best moves in the position. Still going for that checkmate. Let's go. They are right on target. Checkmate is coming. They're avoiding the check by your queen. Good for them. Good for them.
all right.
Still going for the checkmate. Okay. Your opponent moved their king to escape the check from your rook. Still making progress towards checkmate. That was the only move for your opponent, only one. Checkmate, nice job.
All right. So yeah, I had a bunch of mate and twos, but I was afraid of stalemate, and so I dragged out the game, gave myself a mistake. You know, just I didn't want that bishop creating a stalemate, so I just gave it up. So, um, okay, well, you know, it's like one of those games where I I don't know if it was I, I don't even see how it could even be a mouse slip. What he's trying to do, um, in that one position, oh, way back here.
Your opponent left their knight hanging. What's up with that, like, free piece?
It's like, even knight takes b4 would have made no sense. So yeah, I really don't know what happened with this. It makes no sense. But um, I do feel good in the sense of um, when my opponent blundered, I was able to maintain an advantage and um, basically kind of take away his counterplay. Which is kind of like my style of play is get an advantage and then just totally shut down counterplay. Which I mean works fine at this level. As my level goes up, um, won't be as fine. But um, anyway, y- y- I hate saying it's like this leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Um, but there's nothing I can do about opponent blunders, except take advantage of them and then don't throw away the advantage that I've been given. So I felt like I did that well, and um, even if I missed mate in two like 3 or 4 different times, um, I still negotiated the checkmate without creating stalemate. So, so that was my goal. Anyway, so enough said on this. I guess I'm moving ahead. Um, it's my slow weekly climb. Um, I will be having surgery in 3.5 weeks. I have 3 more games. Then I'll be having surgery, and then I'm going to be out of work for a month. And so, um, you know, I'm going to be horizontal for the first week. I will be up and walking around and stuff because you can walk on these hips. You can walk on them like the as soon as you wake up from surgery, you can walk on it. But you're not to overdo it, and you've got to take a bunch of over-the-counter medicine to keep the pain down, ice it, and um, go through very simple routines so that you're not overworking it and giving it time to heal. But I'm thinking maybe the second week after surgery, so sometime early September, maybe I'll do a run when I get really bored and I'll just do a game a day or something. Because I think that's the most they'll let you analyze without paying your chess fee. Because I am free to play right now. So perhaps early September, I'll do a game a day for a week. Um, but we'll see. And anyways, that's all I got to say. This is Wicked Slink signing off.